What's up, everybody? It's the Digital World Podcast. And here, I'm going to do a little bit different today. We're going to look at Project Icebreaker, which is something quite interesting that I think you guys will all be thrilled to hear about. But it is a little more further into the CBDC realm. And I think that a lot of people have absolutely no clue what's coming. And I think it is, the duty of people who follow this and are aware of what's going on to tell those who don't know. And I think on this channel, I've told myself that I will do my best that I can to reach those, even if it's one person. I can reach at least one person. You make a difference doing so. And so let's dive right into this. So obviously, the article goes into the CBDC and how the dangers of this can really, really affect our freedoms. And however, I think it poses a threat. A threat that a lot of people, for example, pre-pandemic, no one was talking about this, and this seemed like it was, way out from outer space. No chance of this happening. Now everyone knows about it. It's a well understood thing that can happen, and not if it happens, but more so when it happens. And so it breaks down how these CBDCs have an Orwellian nature to them, and then in a cashless society, most people would be dependent on digital products for exchanging goods and labor. Which, I mean, in essence, you can say people are already accustomed to that because all their transactions are digitally based. However, the under the hood mechanism is quite different with CBDCs. Now, Project Icebreaker, what is it and how will it affect you? So, here, let's read this. It's important to understand that central bankers are moving at breakneck speed to develop and introduce digital currencies. It's not a matter of experimentation. They have already these systems ready to go and implement. The Federal Reserve's Instant Transfer Program, FedNow, which is something I've been talking about, that's set to launch in 2023 of this year. July of 2023 this year, is not a CBDC, but it is the intermediary step towards CBDCs in the near term. And what this will allow is for real-time payments 24/7 for banks and clearinghouses. So it's slowly but surely setting the stage to introduce something like a CBDC. However, they'll make it a lot easier for people to transact with their payment system because it's always going to be open. You don't have to wait through the weekends or out of office hours to make your payments. It's always going to be available. However, there's this interesting program called Project Icebreaker that's being run by the Bank for International Settlements, otherwise called BIS, and it is the central bank of central banks. And so the BIS is at the forefront of the movement towards the adoption of CBDCs. And they have said that they estimate that at least 81 central banks around the world are in the midst of introducing digital currency systems. Project Icebreaker in particular grabbed the attention of the article writer, saying the BIS describes this project as a foreign exchange clearinghouse for retail CBDCs. Retail CBDCs are digital currencies used by the regular public and businesses, enabling the currencies to be traded from country to country quickly and efficiently. This is accomplished using the Icebreaker Hub, a BIS-controlled mechanism which facilitates data transfer for an array of transactions while connecting banks to other banks. So essentially, the Icebreaker Hub, in theory, almost functions like the SWIFT payment system that is used by governments and international banks. And it is kind of at the forefront of this whole revolution. And when you think about it, part here it goes further to say part of the process of the spoken wheel exchange method used by the icebreaker hub includes the exploitation of a bridge currency to fill gaps in exchange rates and liquidity. On the surface, it seems like a clever way to speed up transactions by avoiding cross-currency shortages at banks. And so it goes on to talk about how tyrannical it is and how it will not be good for our society as a whole. So, Project Icebreaker, something to keep an eye on. They're telling you their plays. I mean, it's in the light. It won't get marketed across all these medias. You have to go and look for it in alternative channels in order to know what's happening and what's going on. So, with that being said, thank you for watching. Always be diligent. Keep your head up. Be on the lookout. This is the Digital World Podcast, and I'll see you in the next episode.